Name the hustles you have had in the past 20 years.
Ooh, okay.
That was on there too.
That's gonna take long.
Well, since being in New Orleans, I've been like a barista basically everywhere.
Environmental consulting.
I have an entire company called Ain't That a Biz?
Military, Apple.
I wear a different hat every day of my life.
I played football at Tulane University.
I started out doing marketing and public relations for Anheuser-Busch.
I was a television news anchor and reporter.
Went to law school 20 years ago, still hustling.
Being a legal secretary.
I've been a landlord. I'm a legal assistant.
Working on the floor of the stock exchange, then became a lawyer.
I worked convention center, valet parking.
I was working in finance downtown in New Orleans, and it just wasn't me.
I taught English abroad for a few years.
Played football in Germany, started a moving company.
I was an extra in a movie. I built fences. I could fix bikes.
I have been a hairdresser for decades. I owned salons and spas for many, many years.
I had a photography degree, and then I kind of turned that into an art business, and I had a gallery, had a framing studio.
I went and taught school, came down to New Orleans Saints in 2017.
I did tours in the French Quarter, all along the Mississippi River.
Taught at an elementary school, fixed iPhones.
I used to make these little paper cranes and like I would put them on earring posts and I sold those.
I worked for a few nonprofits, teaching group yoga.
And then my kind of side hustle would be yoga.
Currently running Ken Jones Talent Consultants.
And definitely I've been a radio personality.
Running a music venue, and now I sell real estate.
Throughout this whole process, I was developing my series called Louisiana Dread.
I recently opened a gym on 3519 Chapatula Street.
And my latest is I've started to flip condos.
I do photo and video work.
I'm a film director. I'm a film producer. What don't I do?
A little music on the side, like it's been a lot.
God, I have 27 websites.
Hustling, man. That's what you do.
I'm on my hustle.
I'm on my hustle.
I'm on my hustle. Are you?
My main hustle is singing, songwriting, performing. Yeah.
So today we are filming a promotional video for Tiny Desk.
My main hustle is comprised of a ton of side hustles that deal with health and wellness, whether it's yoga, personal training, group fitness, run coaching, corporate wellness.
My main hustle is cutting hair. I'm a barber.
Right. My friend telling me you have to do.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're cutting mine.
My side hustle is philanthropy. Through my entire life, starting with my mother taking me to the No AIDS Walk when I was a kid, I have always just been in this life of service, and I've created some philanthropic events. The 504K with Youth Run NOLA. I've worked with Team Gleason for years as well.
I wanted to say something funny. Anything outside of barbering, as far as with my kids or finding ways to make money off them.
I am a bartender and a fitness enthusiast.
I have the lodge. I have the coffee shop. I have a cologne. I have the micro scalp pigmentation that I do, beauty salon, and anything else that somebody come up with to make me some money.
It's always a really hard one for everybody. If my hustles and my side hustles don't work out, I'm just gonna keep moving and grooving.
There is no backup plan. I fully 100% believe in what I'm doing.
I have no backup plan.
What's my morning like? I'm up by 5:45. I peep into the kid's room to make sure he's up.
Kai, time to get up. Time to get up, dude. All right.
Has to be at school by 7:20. He goes into the bathroom to brush his teeth and get ready. And I run to the bathroom and change. I head to the kitchen, start my tea, fill my jug of water up. He comes out. Grabs a bite to eat.
Come on, Kai. Time to eat. Eat now. Okay, Kai, let's go.
All right, I'm in. And we are out the door. He goes to school, I'm off to the gym.
I wake up every morning between 4 and 5 a.m. Alexa, alarm off. First thing I do is I grab the water next to my bed and I drink at least a half to a full glass to rehydrate. I then go and sit by my altar and I sit there and meditate for about 10 minutes and do either a silent meditation or a japa meditation with my mala beads. From there I go straight to the kitchen to greet the dog with a treat before I send him outside. And then I make this concoction of plant-based protein powder, almond milk, cool brew, and this mushroom mixture, which gives me the nutrients to kind of start off my day. Then I go and either run or I go straight into training my clients. The way I do this every morning, having this routine, is kind of a way to set myself up for success for the rest of the day.
My morning is normally I just wake up, hop out of bed, start exercising. Get my kids up, ready for school. Gotta fight with them.
All right, up. Up. You're in your sleep. Come on, up.
Cause they be trying to act like they ain't trying to get up for school. So
all right, hurry up. We got 10 minutes.
All right.
Make sure y'all make y'all beds.
we normally have like a 12-minute window. Then after that, I drop them off at the bus stop. Then I go to the shop. And that's pretty much it.
It'd be music.
It would be cutting hair. The reason being is because everybody needs a haircut. There's 8 billion people in this world, so I'm always gonna have work.
I could do one hustle. I would lead retreats around the world where we would do a lot of movement things, whether it was hiking or yoga, and we would explore different cultures and then also throw in a service aspect in it as well.
I'm very passionate about it because I love to connect with people. Music has allowed me to say things that I wasn't able to say just talking to somebody, but when I would write it down and perform, I feel that people receive me well and receive what I was truly trying to say.
I like to see results. I like to create, and I like to see the finished product. You know, it's kind of like an inventor. You know, it's not about the money. It's really not. It's mostly about the passion.
I feel like the more energy that you put into your passions, you start to manifest things and they come into your life just unknowingly.
Ever since I've been young, my parents always really supported what I wanted to do, so I would say I wasn't really stifled in my ability to just try whatever I want to try.
The motivation that I have comes from just being in love and service. I feel that what I do is preventative health care.
My parents, you know, they helped me get to where I'm at, and they always strive us to do our best.
Currently, one of my biggest influences, Tank and the Bangers. They're also a New Orleans local band. Throughout the pandemic, they really showed, you know, independent artists how to just keep moving.
Finding ways to make this world more equitable, to bridge a gap between cultures and wealth, I think is kind of what motivates me.
What's my motivation now are my two sons, because I know that they are coming up behind me. They are my legacy.
My greatest influence right now is my son. He really looks up to me. He already sees me as a star.
I would say my community is what inspires me every single day.
My proudest moment to this date would be in 2019. I had the opportunity to tour Brazil for 30 days. Being able to fly overseas and just in a completely different country where they didn't speak English, they spoke Portuguese, but they connected, the music connected.
I really loved when I got to teach and perform with Big Frida at Bonnaroo for 3 days. It was just like a highlight of my life. I got to dance on stage, do fitness on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people. And, you know, then after I felt like a rock star.
2001, this was when the Super Bowl was held in New England. And I cut the whole defensive end of the New England Patriots, and that came off of me cutting my customer. He was a manager at Foot Locker at the time, and some players came in and asked who cut his hair, and then he called me up on the spot. Was like, they want their hair cut. I'm like, what? Like, for real? And they came straight to the shop right then and there.
This past year and a half, I've had a bunch of setbacks with my corporate wellness programs because we had to go inside of businesses where we had to be in front of people. And so I've had to put a cease on those things. And I'm hoping to get them back now that mask mandates are lifted and more people are getting out and getting back into their offices.
Actually, Hurricane Katrina back in 2005, that was a setback for me. The storm hit and I had like 6 feet of water in my whole shop, and I didn't have insurance.
Well, I will say that the music industry, the entertainment industry is not built for the weak, but honestly, I know that this is a journey. I'm continually pushing. I don't plan on giving up, so yeah.
I'm excited for 2021 and 2022. It's been sort of a struggle getting back into things and seeing how people feel after being so isolated, whether they're not working or whatever. But for me, you know, I never really stopped doing what I did. I just had to adjust.
I'm feeling great because it pretty much inspired me to open up my lot, my outside venue spot, the coffee shop, and also rehash my clothing line of what I'm working on that's pretty much doing good right now.
I feel like this year has really it's preparing me for 2022 because we plan on touring, we plan on, you know, seeing a lot of stages, you know, as I hope COVID decreases and it, you know, everything kind of balances out.
I'm hoping that in the next 2 years that I'll be able to do what I do on a larger scale, not just here in New Orleans, always make this home base, but really bring it to other places and hopefully do it in other cities in the country and maybe around the world once we can travel again.
5 years, I see myself pretty much working side by side with my kid.
Still doing a lot of music, a lot of touring, but just having a real strong fan base, like solid, like no matter where I go, my fans are coming with me.
Scared money don't make money.
Say that again?
Scared money don't make money. So basically, stop procrastinating and just, don't think about it, be about it.
It's hard work. It doesn't come easy. You have to put in research. There's a lot of sacrifice, but it's worth it. I know for me it's worth it. I wake up every day very happy because I know I'm doing what I love.
I would say to put everything you've got into it, but first do your homework, research, and then when you put it out there, don't be scared to fail. We're all gonna fail, and that's how we learn. So, keep pushing, pushing, pushing.
Support don't always mean, come and buy. Sometimes this can mean just giving good advice to lead you in the right way, because money don't come with instructions.
Make sure you dive into the history or the theory, making sure you're learning the ins and outs of the business. Become obsessed with your passion.
Fall a little bit, come back, do it again, do it better, learn some more, till you finally get it. And sometimes we might not ever get it right, but it takes a long, long time to learn how to live consciously.
It takes a minimum of 10 years to become an overnight success.
You can take the traditional route of, going to college, being a doctor, whatever you want to do there, but you can also follow whatever your heart desires.
You really put your whole heart into people, into yourself, into your passions, and love always wins. Love always saves the day. Love will bring you peace.